NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Check my 46. Watch it back. Middle.
On first down, it's Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Operating from the gun. McDonald, blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 8, read. Me and you all day. I'm Leo. Kill.
Looking to throw. McDonald flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 49. I got you, son. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald steps away to his left. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, McDonald, open man is Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not good. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Rock it. 10-2 stop. Ready?
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, wahoo! 46, Mike, 46.
Rosen will throw. Going deep here for Stills. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. He was looking that time for Stills. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald. Flush to his right. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Bravo!
Throwing on first down. McDonald, that is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Squeeze!
Check 31, check 31. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Get it.
Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defense in front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. His throw incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. Going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. It's complete to Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. McDonald gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 6. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. McDonald escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for a noon one. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
46. Mike, 46. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 46 to Mike.
To throw is Rosen. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
5.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Going deep here for Stitt. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready. Hey, Sam on. Here we go. Snap.
On 1st down, McDonald on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Roll out.
to throw. McDonald flushed to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 55.
On third down, Rosen. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
18 Gator.
Slam.
On 1st and 10, McDonald steps away, and this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check.
Get it.
12 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardages come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Looking to throw. McDonald forced out to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Set 70, Indy.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go. Where's the
Back to throw. McDonald to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, now.
From the gun, McDonald rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Go. Ready.
Throwing again. McDonald eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They're looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun on third down, McDonald. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Oh, able to avoid him. And now running right through it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Stills the intended target. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Yep.
If you kill it, motion me out.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 52 is the mic.
Hustle.
To throw on third down. McDonald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen, escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. After the sack on first down, Rosen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it'll bring up third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Again, it's Bell. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Go on, go on.
Twist. Watch twins. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Topper! Bravo! Shoot!
From the gun on third down, McDonald. And he's got his man on the out route. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
So it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the shotgun to Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
One day. Hey, orbit.
Mike's by 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. This is fielded at the 27. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's his bodies are hitting the ground.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's What's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 21. He was looking that time for Stills. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Look at me. Door. Look at me. Zipper.
It comes to me. It's me.
Hey, Zoo. Big trip.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Charlie.
52, Mike, 52. I know he ain't got it.
Get it.
On third down, McDonald flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Ready. 50, plant.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check.
Hard. On the ball.
Off play action. McDonald. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second and goal. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, Echo. On the ball. Go.
Here's second and 8. And he's got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Bell. Well, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal?
Brings up fourth and goal.
They'll go for it with Bell. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Monday.
Mike 46. Mike 46. You got nothing.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he hits Drake. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Let's go.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's see what you got. 46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike.
Here's Rosen to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Wide motion.
Hey, quarter.
46 to Mike.
Here's Rosen. Going deep here for Stills. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check Mike 54. Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Baby's crying all the way back home, yo.
4th down. Here's Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Shedding the tackle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Watch the twist. Hug. Hey, Haywood.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Dolphins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hug. Hey, Alpha. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Right back to Drake. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch the screen. Monday. Go. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Let's go, D. 57's the Mike.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen going deep here for Stills. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Come to my world.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
He wasn't ready.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Gotta do better. Come on.
Ready?
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 22-yard line.
Check.
Rock it.
Check.
Hit it.
They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
8-3.
Hey, let's get this. Rush in.
Go, Jackrabbit. Come on, fight.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Squeeze.
Crash.
Big grip.
On 4th down, McDonald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Right here.
80. Hey, wahoo.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Buying time to his left. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
No such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hold the look.
Name on that.
46 to Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 46 to Mike. 46. Hey, man.
Now Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Henry Anderson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
Bravo.
Check Mike 46.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. 80.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check. Watch 54.
Come on. We better bring it.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, orbit.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And that will write a finish to this ball game. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call, and they feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here I come again. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Quick the edge, quick the edge.
Spud.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Let's go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.